I was diagnosed in 2011 with stage 3A triple-negative breast cancer. So I had a double mastectomy. I did 6 rounds of very aggressive chemo, and then I did 6 weeks of radiation. My doctor said, okay, Ricki, you are now metastatic. You have 2 years to live. Get your affairs in order. And I said, I can't really do that right now. I can't really die right now. I have a daughter at Dartmouth, so me, you, and God, and some drugs or something, we have to work it out because I cannot die right now. So what are we gonna do? So my girls were 19 and 26, and Amanda was working in the Obama White House at the time. Haley was a sophomore at Dartmouth. And I just taken her back for her sophomore year when I got diagnosed. And it was rough. And I realized the only person I could really take care of was Haley, because I figured I had a Dartmouth education, Amanda had a Dartmouth education, Haley deserved an education, so I had to pay for it. So she was really my purpose to get through treatment. When she came home from school for Christmas, I had lost 30 pounds. I just had a mastectomy. I had no boobs. I was on chemo. I'd had 2 infusions. I was a mess. And it scared her to death. So she refused to go back to school. So she stayed home with me for a semester. And she was my caregiver. She was my chemo buddy. And she became the boss. Mom, eat the chicken. Mom, go to sleep. Mom, shut up. Mom, I don't want to hear about it. It was me and her in the house. And Amanda came home probably every couple of weeks, but she was working for Obama in the White House. So she could only do it, but Amanda attended every doctor appointment with me. If not by live, then by phone. And literally, she was the note taker. So by the time we would get into the car, she would have Googled everything the doctor had said and written a report. So by the time I got home, I had a report. These are the drugs you're taking, this is what you're doing, this is what it means, and so they really both took care of me.
And it's just work friends, life friends, raising children friends. We have all been a part of her journey.
I never asked for anything. My friends from my whole life just came and showed up. Every Sunday, somebody would come and somebody would leave for a year. And we never talked about it. I never asked for help. I never knew who was coming, but they showed up and fixed bricks on my front step and ripped up all the carpet and made my room perfect for chemo and did everything in my house. And so they just took care of me, and we never talked about it, just happened. And so I started a club with them called SMAD, Sisters Making a Difference.
Her sister was the first on board, and whether it was women from her church, professional women, her mom, her children, all of the friends that she had over the years, we would just come in waves. One group of women would come for a day or a week or 2 days, and we would do what we could do. Most of us did not know each other. We came from very different walks of life, but Ricki was that centerpiece, and from that direction we all came, and we continue to support her and other women who had the similar challenges.
There are only about 5 doctors in the world that were even talking about triple-negative breast cancer at that point. One was in Atlanta, and she put me on 2 drugs that were experimental at the time for triple-negative and are now standard of care, but we didn't really know if they were going to work, and we tried them, and here I am 10 years later.
Walking with my mom in the Susan G. Komen 3-day walk is always fun. I can't imagine living without her, so that 60 miles in retrospect is actually really, really easy.
I would not miss it. I drive the whole route with them so they can change their shoes if they need to, and they have something cold to drink all the time.
My mom had stage 0, but she had ER-positive breast cancer, so she did not have triple-negative. And she basically did a lumpectomy and radiation by choice because really she was on the cusp. Looking back, that was probably the best thing for her to do because of the high recurrence rate among Black women. But when I started looking at the numbers, like that 41% number, and I'm a marketing person by trade, so I made a PowerPoint presentation of all the data, so 41% higher mortality rate, 39% higher recurrence rate, and I went and I presented it to a bunch of pharma companies, and they were blown away. And they're in this every day. And I said, well, who's taking care of the Black people?
The other thing is we do have data to show this integrated medical group visit model in cancer patients specifically, just not in African American women with breast cancer.
I started Touch to find the answers, to start the science, to get focused on the science, advancing the science. Yoga's gonna be here. I don't want anybody to die of breast cancer. But Black women should not be dying in the numbers that we are. And frankly, we deserve mortality rate parity with white women. I don't know what else I would do. I know it's my purpose. Black women are dying at a 42% higher rate of breast cancer, and it's not necessary. Wow. So I try to fight every day, fight like a girl. The fear of death is always there, so that's why you have to live your life to the fullest every day. I live my life to the fullest every day. I pretend like every day is the last day I'm going to be here. I dance every day.